Devaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Satyam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashchaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavadir Naisiti
Bhaktin Bhavati Naistiti
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devagi Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 19, text number 28. 1:19:28. We are going to see the chapter, the appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. We are continuing that. So today's sloka, it is talking about, again, there are multiple slokas talking about Srila Sukadeva Goswami's bodily features. This sloka also, it is talking about that. So let us start our sloka. Please repeat behind me. Śyāmaṁ sadāpīvya-vayo
Śyāmam sadāpīvya-vayo ṅga-lakṣmyā
strīṇāṁ mano-jñaṁ rucira-smitena
strīṇāṁ mano-jñaṁ rucira-smitena
pratyutthitās munayaḥ svāsanebhyas
pratyutthitās munayaḥ
tal-lakṣaṇa-jñā gūḍha-varcasam
tal-lakṣaṇa-jñā gūḍha-varcasam.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. śyāmaṁ,
śyāmam,
blackish.
blackish.
Sadā,
Sadā,
always.
always.
Apīvya,
Apīvya,
excessively.
excessively.
Vayaḥ,
Vayaḥ,
age.
age.
Aṅga,
Anga,
symptoms.
symptoms.
lakṣmyā,
Lakṣmyā,
by the opulence of.
by the opulence of.
strīṇāṁ,
Strīṇāṁ,
of the fair sex.
of the fair sex.
manaḥ-jñam,
Manaḥ-jñam,
attractive.
attractive.
rucira,
Rucira,
beautiful.
beautiful.
smitena,
Smitena,
smiling.
smiling.
pratyutthitāḥ,
Pratyutthitās,
stood up.
stood up.
They,
They,
all of them.
all of them.
munayaḥ,
Munayaḥ,
the great sages.
the great sages.
Swa,
Swa,
own.
own.
āsanebhyaḥ,
āsanebhyaḥ,
from the seats.
from the seats.
Tat,
Tat,
those.
those.
lakṣaṇa-jñānaḥ,
lakṣaṇa-jñāḥ,
expert in the art of
expert in the art of
physiognomy.
physiognomy.
Api, even.
Even.
gūḍha-varcasam,
gūḍha-varcasam,
covered glories.
covered glory.
Translation. There is no purport here. This is a translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charna A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
He was blackish and very beautiful. Please repeat behind me. was blackish and very beautiful
He was blackish and very beautiful
due to his youth.
due to his youth,
Because of the glamour
because of the glamour
of his body
of his body
and his attractive smiles,
and his attractive smile.
he was pleasing to women.
He was pleasing to women,
Though he tried to cover
though he tried to cover
his natural glories.
his natural glories.
The great sages
The great sages
present there
present there
were all expert in the
were all expert in the
art of physiognomy,
art of physiognomy,
and
and
so they honored him
so they honored him
by rising from their seats.
from rising the
अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादि पाशाश्यतीशतारिणे। Hare Krishna. So today's sloka is again talking about the bodily features of Sukadeva Goswami. So he was, here it is saying that he was blackish and very beautiful due to his youth. But in the current modern, in the so-called modern world, we are saying that if it is a blackish, it is not good. So black is made, they are lagging something. So if you are white, then you will get the respect in the society. That is the way the propaganda and the advertisement, the cosmetic industry, they are doing advertisement in that way. And also this is true for some extent in the Western culture also. Because the Western culture, because we are following, we are trying to, we came away from the Vedic culture and we are trying to follow the Vedic culture. Sorry, the Western culture. Because of that, we are trying more attracted by the Western culture. Because of that, we are doing all those discrimination in with the color. Because the Western countries, earlier they used to, now also there is a racism is there, the black and white. So they will, the people who went as slaves to America some 300, 400 years back, they settled there, they become, they established their houses, they run their family and they beget their children. Their heritage, sorry, that their, what we can say? So their forefathers came from South Africa. So still the black people are there in America. So this is coming through succession, the family succession. They are coming, they are living there some 300, 400 years. But still, till today also, there is a discrimination is there. The white people and black people. So white people, they won't like black people. So the black people, they will always try to show them black people are less there. So why it is there? Because they are, because of the colorly they are identifying. White means we are little came from the top. That is the way people are thinking. Black means it is ugly kind of. So this mentality, it came into our cosmetic industry captured this mentality, and in India it is normal to be blackish is a normal thing for everywhere. We can see more than majority of the people in the blackish way, and very few people, very less count. Minority people would be there in the whitish. And whitish because of the circumstances, where they are living and the climatic condition, and also their genes. So because of that, there is a color discrimination. But we should not see the color discrimination. Okay, he's a black and this is white. Black is not any. We can't say that black is less color and white is great. White, if you are white, then you are a good person. And black, if you are black, it is a low person. It's not like that. Because Krishna himself, it is a śyāma-varnam. He is a blackish. Krishna himself blackish. And here, Sukadeva Goswami also, here they are explaining, he is a blackish fellow. But he is very beautiful due to his health, youth health. And his bodily feature, by seeing it is attracted to women's. And when he is very attractive, it is smiling also. See, not wear any dresses. He don't have any opulences. He don't know next food when we will get, where you will get, where you are going to stay. Nothing you don't know. You don't have anything. But still, he was smiling. His face was always smiling. So the acharyas are saying that there is a, when the smile will come in the face, when there is when for the mundane people, when there is a happiness in their heart, then mundane people like us. So when we will happy, then only the smile will come in our face. So for example, suppose we had a very good feast. It was very nice. Then we'll feel internally, we'll feel happy. Then we'll smile. Our mind will say, okay, it is smile, mind is satisfied. So this is a temporary satisfaction. There is a smile will come in our face. That smile is, we'll say, is a happiness. So the happiness arises from the mind. So that will be temporary only. So temporary in the sense, once we had a food, immediately we'll feel happy. So that is one of the things. We saw somebody, immediately we'll be happy. But after some time, that become normal. We will come out from the happiness, then we will go to the neutral way. But this kind of pious people, who are all the great sages, they will always, their face, they will have always the smile. Even Krishna also have the smile always in his face. Why it is they are having the smile? That smile, it is not a happiness. It is the bliss. It's called bliss. That is Ananda. So the Ananda arises from, that is the original quality of the soul. So the happiness is the temporary of our mind, but Ananda, the bliss, we will call it as Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means it is, that we will call the Lord as we used, our soul is always is Sat Chit Ananda. It is always in the Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means it is eternal. Chit means it is a knowledgeable. And Ananda, it is always in the blissful mode. So that original Ananda in our soul, it will reveal when there is no covering. When we are clear about the knowledge, then when we are clear in that knowledge, what is the knowledge? Who are we and who is God? What is the relation between us and God? Lord also has this knowledge. So that is the reason the Lord and his devotees and the sages and who has a pandita, knowledgeable person, they will always, there is a smile in their face. So that smile is coming from Ananda. It is not temporary. That is a permanent thing. That is the original quality of our soul. It will reflect in their face. Here, the Sukadeva Goswami's face also, that quality is reflecting. That smile is reflecting. That smile is, it's from the soul. It's a bliss. So how we can say it is because of bliss? It is because he don't have any opulences. He don't have even a dress also. He's not looking, by the mundane eyes, for us, it is looking like a madman, but still he has a smile in his face. So that means that smile arises from because of his knowledge about the God and he knowledge about himself. He is the great Pandita. Because of that, the smile is coming from that. That is because of the bliss of the soul. So this is the way the Acharyas are explaining. And he was pleasing to women because by seeing that, the women are getting pleased. Even though he is covering his natural glories, because he is covering the natural glories means he was a great Pandita. He is a great devotee of the Lord. But he is, by seeing outwardly, you got to identify he is a great sage. Because sages means they used to wear the dress like a sage dress. He didn't wear sage dress. They will be neat and clean, and they used to, by seeing they used to wear the tilaka, and by seeing their face, we can identify, okay, this is the devotee of the Lord. By outwardly, later we discuss by dress and as well as the features of how they are wearing the tilak and the kandimala. That means we can identify he is a devotee of the Lord. But this person, Sukadeva Goswami, he's not, he don't have any dress. He didn't wear any dress also. And he didn't wear any tilak or kandimala. So there is no resemblance. He is a devotee of the Lord. But still, the sages identified him. He is a great devotee of the Lord. How they identified? Yes, that's why it is mentioning that the great sages present there were all expert in the art of physiognomy. They know by seeing, they can understand that. And how they can understand? So even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also saying, how can we understand? See, the Bhagavad Gita 6.30 sloka. Yomam pasyanti sarvatra sarvam cha mayi pasyati tasyagam na pranasyami sachamena pranasyati. What is saying that? For one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. So, who are seeing Krishna everywhere and everything is Krishna, for them I am never lost. So he is never lost for them. So, and also the person who is seeing like that, he also never lost to me. So he is also in the lens of Krishna. So lens of Krishna will take care of them also. And the person also who knows Krishna and everywhere, and Krishna within and outside also, who are seeing the Krishna, that person, he will be never lost. So Krishna is also glorifying the person who knows Krishna. So here, the Sukadeva Goswami, he is also knows Krishna. So that is the reason he is glorified. And he is by seeing the other person who knows him, he is also glorifying, trying to invite him and trying to give the respect to Sukadeva Goswami. In the similar case, there is a story in Ramayana also. In Ramayana, there is a in Balakanda, in Valmiki Ramayana, there is a Balakanda. When Vishwamitra came to Dasarada's palace, and Dasarada invited him well, and he was giving all the respect, and he was giving the big asana, and he was sitting there, and he was asking Vishwamitra, what Muni, what should I do for you? Why you visited us? That's the reason he was asking, how can I help you? Like that. So so then Vishwamitra, he was asking, he was giving the reply. So what he is saying? Aham vedi manaḥ-jñam. Actually, he was asking Rama, he was asking Rama to come along with him to, because there are some demons are there. We want to kill the demons. We have the asuras, they are rakshasas. They are disturbing us in the jungle. So I want Rama's help so that he can come and he can kill all the asuras. Like that, he was asking Vishwamitra. Then immediately Vishwamitra saying that, see, Rama is a very small boy. He is only 16 years old. So his body, limbs, and his everything very, very tender. And Dasarada is saying that Rama is very tender. He was sleeping. So he cannot, in the evening, if it is sunset, he will go to sleep. He won't wake up because he is a small boy. Like that, he was explaining, because he was in the parental affair. Since he is a small boy, how can I leave him along with Vishwamitra? He was saying. He is around 12, 13 years. That time only he called the Vishwamitra. So then, for that, Vishwamitra is replying. What is replying to Dasharatha? Aham vedmi mahatmanam. That means, I have the knowledge about Rama. Aham vedmi mahatmanam. Ramam satya parakramam. Mahatmana means agam vedmi. I know, I have the knowledge about Rama. Mahatmana means he's a super soul. And Ramam Satya Parakramam. So Rama, he is a Satya Parakramam. What is his value also I know. He is a Satyam. His truthfulness and his value I know. That was he saying. Vasishto abhi mahatejo yecha ime tabasi stitaha. He is saying that, see, the Vasistha also is as one of the great sages. He is also there in the assembly. the Dasarada assembly, is Vasistha also there. And he was pointing out Vasistha kind of sages who is assembled here, they also know that he is supporting, he is taking their support also, other sages support also. So here, and the explanation here, the Acharyas are giving that Vishwamitra is telling the Dasarada that you don't know who is he, but myself and the other sages, like Vasistha over here, they all know that who is he. Like that, he was asking Dasarada. He is telling this others. Then Dasarada was telling that you can take any alternative, because he is a very small boy. You can take any alternative. Like you can take my entire army, or you can take. Otherwise, I will like personally come with you. Because the Dasarada, nobody able to conquer him during when he was leading a kingdom. Nobody able to conquer him, because he was also a great king. He was saying that I myself come along with her. I will kill the demons with Rakshasas. I can handle the Rakshasas. But he's a small boy. He won't. If it's sunset, he will sleep. Like that, he was explaining to. He was asking to Vishwamitra. For that, Vishwamitra is replying like this. So then Vishwamitra continuing and saying that, so Dasarada, I am using my inner eyes called knowledge, so that I know Rama. You do not know because you have only the material eyes. So you can see only Rama is a tender boy, he is a small boy. So you have the only very external eyes. That's why you are not able to see. And also, I used to give respect, I used to get the knowledge from the great rishis, great munis before me, and I used to glorify them. But you are getting glorified by the mundane people, ignorant people. So you can't understand that. My seat and my bed, it is always under the acharyas, but since he is a king, since you are a king, your seat is in higher position always. So you are dealing with a mundane thing, so you can't understand Rama. And also he's saying that, see, once upon a time, Vishwamitra also was a king. So he was a king, and then he became a Brahma Rishi. So he's a Brahma Rishi, and finally he did a Moksha Kamini Yajna, then to achieve the Moksha. So he knows that I know the path of, yes, I was a king earlier, I was in the ignorant. Then king means he was in the passion mood, but I am in the Sutta Sattva mood. Since after I became a seer, I became a Muni, I am in the Sutta Sattva mode. You are in the passion mode and you are surrounded by the ignorant people. That's why you are not able to see who is Rama. That's what he is explaining to Dasharatha. And also he is taking the other sages who are assembled there. They also know this. So that's what he is saying. So from this we can understand that the sages who have the original knowledge, who has the Vedic knowledge, they can easily understand, they can see the Lord and his opulences everywhere. That's what Krishna himself saying. And also in Brahma Samhita, even Brahma also saying the same thing. So in the Brahma Samhita 5.38, Premanjana Sarita Bhakti Vilochanena Sandaiga Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokshayandi Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Guna Sarva Rupam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So what Brahma is saying that I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shyama Sundara, Krishna himself with inconceivable, innumerable attribute, whom the pure devotees sees in their heart of hearts with the eyes of devotion, tinged with the slave of love. So only the pure devotees of the Lord, in their heart, they can see Govinda. So only devotees can identify, devotees only can see Govinda, others cannot see Govinda. Because when Krishna appeared in this material world, even though he was physically appeared in front of Pandavas, in front of Kauravas and other people, but only the devotees of the Lord identified he is the Lord. So they served him well. Even he was going in front of all the Kauravas, Duryodhana and other parties, but they couldn't identify he is a supreme Lord. They tried to conquer him, try to arrest him. All those things they did, but they couldn't understand he is the supreme Lord. But only the devotees can understand because they have the knowledge. So they are the pure devotees. They know with the devotion they can see. With devotional eyes they can see who is the supreme Lord. So that is even Brahma also saying. So there's a Brahma Vimohana Leela, a famous Leela of Brahma Vimohana Leela. When Krishna was there in the Vrindavana, at the age of 5 or 6, Krishna used to take the calves for the first aid ground for cow herding. To take the calves only because they are small boys. Only small boys need to take care of only the calves. So he and his friends they are taking the calves to the pasteurized ground. So there he was seeing he was playing with all of his friends, and one day he killed Akasura. So by seeing Akasura killing, so all the Devi Devatas they are pouring from the heavenly planet, they are pouring flowers and they are glorifying him like anything. Krishna is doing the Leela in his Vrindavana. So by hearing this, Brahma came over there, and Brahma saw there's a small boy, 5, 6 years old boy. It's not there is no feature. By seeing him, he was like a covered boy. How this covered boy became a supreme lord? He for a second he is also get into the illusion. So he wanted to test that. So he took his friends and the calves to a different place. He shifted them. Yes, Krishna was going in the front and he was observed by some natural beauty. So Krishna went into the Abhintagat. But behind Brahma, what he did, he took all his friends and his calves into a different, he shifted into a different place and kept them in the secret place. So the Krishna again, they came back and he saw, no, nobody's there because Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He knows what happened. So he wanted to teach a lesson to Brahma. So he himself turned himself to all the Gobas and all the calves, and he went to his home. So it happened for a year. They happened 1 year, they were there. But in Vrindavan also nobody aware. Brahma also not aware. Krishna himself it is going as all the calves and all these Gobas. They went into home, they are happily, they are living. And because of Lord himself, it's turned to a Gobas and the calves. So in their house, the parents are also, they are getting more affectionate toward their son. We don't know. Unconsciously, they are in their subconscious mind, they are getting more feeling towards their son. They are showing more love towards their son because the Lord himself is went there, but they don't know that. And other place, even the cows, they are more showing more love towards his calves, and they are licking the calves, and the milks are coming out from their breast. So all those things are happening because Lord himself turned to become a cows. There is a natural attraction because the soul and the super soul. Because of that, all the things are happened. It happened for a year. After that, Brahma came and see what happened there. Because for us, it is for the earthly time, it is a 1 year, but for Brahma, it is a shana, only a second for him. Within less than a second for him, that 1 year. So he came and immediately he saw what happened, what Krishna is doing. Let me see. Like that he came and see. There he was seeing all the calves and all the gobas, they are there as it is. Then even he one for a minute he couldn't understand what happened because I kept them somewhere. Where are they? He closed his eyes in his power. He was seeing that the people whoever he stolen from that place, the cows and the gobas, they are there in some other place where he kept. They are there still, but here also he was seeing. Then he was trying to understand what happened. So then he was trying to use his power and what happened. Then he closed his eye and he was seeing, he couldn't understand because all of that are Krishna. Because if suppose, for example, if there is a atom bomb, all the countries are preparing atom bomb. If you want to try the atom bomb, if they are using in the they are trying to test in the desert or in the sea, over the sea, they will see how it is exploiting, how it is exploring that, all those things they will test. But the same atom bomb, if you try to test in the sun, what will happen? There you can't see any effect, because the atom bomb, the Earth planet itself, it is one of the spark from the sun. In that spark, within the spark, we are very tiny. In that, we are made one small atom bomb. We are trying to test that, and how big effect is going to make if you that same atom bomb if you put it in the sun. So sun is very vast. So sun is that's that way. That's the way. So whatever the Krishna is the Supreme Lord, how can we test the Supreme Lord? The small person like Brahma. So he was glorifying Brahma. Later he was glorifying Krishna. I am a very tiny person. How can I test you like that? Because the power itself it came from you. How can I use my power? I can try to understand you. It is not possible like that. How can I use my power? His power only he stolen all the cups and the boys and the Braja boys doing the somewhere. But how can I do that? Because you are the greatest of all. That's what Brahma is glorifying Krishna. Later, by closing his eyes, Krishna showed his Yogamaya. Immediately he saw, after he closed his eyes, he wanted to see who are they. Then Krishna gave that eye, with the knowledgeable eye. In that he was using his Yogamaya. He saw all the calves and the gopas are turned into Narayana. 4 hands Narayana form. So all are Narayana. Then he just opened his eyes. Then he is seeing that again the calves and the boys. Then again he is closing and he is seeing all become Krishna. There are multiple Krishna, everything become Krishna. Then he understood. Then he opened his eyes, he saw again the calves and boys. Then he understood that he is a Supreme Lord. Then see, even Brahma also couldn't understand, even though he is a top in the material world, he is the topmost person, he is doing the topmost work of creation, he also couldn't understand. So that is the way it is. Lord and his great devotees cannot be understood by their external appearance. So these are the examples for that. So today, whatever we discussed, so by seeing the appearance of only since the great devotees sages assembled there, they could have understand that Shukadeva Goswami is a great personality. He is the knowledgeable person. He is the great devotee of the Lord. They understood that, and that's the reason they wake up from the seat and they are giving the respect to you. We want to honor. So we are also doing the honor, right? Some great senior personality or some sannyasis came over there. Immediately we all bowed on there. Why they are bowing down? We are giving the respect to them. Okay, see, we are we are equal to your feet. We are in the very down. So we are going to show our respect to them. Even not only in the mundane world also, if you go to the court, if the judge came, immediately everyone will wake up from their seat. Why? Yes, he is a knowledgeable person and he has the power. So we are giving the respect to him. The similar way, all the sages gave the respect to Shukadeva Goswami because he is the devotee of the the Lord. Even though he has 16, all the other sages, some sages, they are coming from Satya Yuga, how much age they may be. But still, he is look like only a 16 years boy. They wake up from their seat and gave their respect to him. So that is the power of the great devotee of the Lord, and that is the power of Shukadeva Goswami. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Mantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.